Ayan, good morning everyone. Kamusta kayo? Sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Agenda natin today is chemical equation and balancing. Para saan ba ang chemical equation? Chemical equation, ginagamit siya to summarize the reaction. Summarize the reaction, determine natin yung mga substance na kasali, mga substance na nagre-react, and predict the products, amounts ng mga component ng substances. Number 1 is to summarize. Number 2, alamin yung mga substances. 3, products. Predict natin yung mga products. And number 4 is alamin yung mga components ng substances. Chemical equation is a shorthand expression. Shorthand ng mga chemical change or reaction. Alamin muna natin yung mga terminologies. Sa chemical reaction, yung mga substances na nag-e-enter ng reaction are called reactants. Yung mga substances na nakapaloob sa chemical reaction na nagre-react, tawag doon ay reactants. Yung mga nabubuo naman ng mga substances, yung mga nabubuong substances, ang tawag doon is products. During a chemical reaction, atoms, molecules, or ions interact and rearrange themselves to form the product. During this process, chemical bonds are broken and new bonds are formed. Either nasisira yung mga chemical bonds and puproduce ng new bonds. Chemical equation uses chemical symbols and formulas of the reactants and products and other symbolic terms to represent a chemical reaction. The symbols commonly used in equations are, so dapat alamin na muna natin yung mga terminologies, mga symbols. Pagka arrow na papunta sa right, produces, yields, or forms. Positive sign or plus sign reacts with, nag-react yung mga chemicals na yun. And pagka naman ganyan, reversible reaction. Reversible reaction means na yung mga starting materials, yung mga reactants, ay pwedeng maging products, and the products can also turn back into the original reactants. At from the word itself, no, reverse, pwedeng magbago, papunta doon, maging product, pwede rin maging reactants. Pagka naman arrow down, sabihin, nagkaroon ng precipitate. Ano yung precipitate? Yung precipitate, ito yung mga insoluble solid that forms and separates from a liquid solution during a chemical reaction. Ito yung mga nabubuo. Kung nakikita nyo sa ilalim, no, yun yung tawag sa precipitate. Pagka naman arrow up, ibig sabihin, nagkaroon ng gas. Nagkaroon ng gas and ball. Triangle, ibig sabihin, heat. Tataas ang temperature. S, solid state. L, liquid state. G, gaseous state. AQ, ibig sabihin, aqueous solution. Equations are written according to this general format. Chemical equation kasi, meron tayong format na sinusundan, o mga pointers. The reactants are separated from the products by an arrow. Ito yung daw yung nagse-separate sa reactants and products. The reactants are written at the left and the products at the right of the arrow. Plus sign, ibig sabihin, reactant to reactant. Reactant, R na lang. R, no? R to product. Sabihin, reactants to product. Pagka naman plus signs, reactant R plus R. Or between products. For example, product to product. Pwedeng ganyan. Tapos lagyan natin siya ng arrow. Conditions required to carry out the reaction are placed above or below the arrow. For example, a delta sign or triangle sign indicates that heat is supplied to the reaction. Pagka ganyan, arrow, tapos lagyan mo siya ng triangle, ibig sabihin merong associated na heat. A whole number coefficient is placed in front of the formula. For example, 2 moles of sulfuric acid, 3 moles of ammonia, and 4 moles of aluminum. Ibig sabihin, ng coefficient, it tells you, can be interpreted as moles. It's the number of molecules, number of moles. Or, units, atoms, ions, or moles of substance reacting or being produced. When no number is shown, for example, NH3 lang, ibig sabihin, it's understood that coefficient is 1. No? May imaginary 1 dyan. Ammonia, ibig sabihin, NH3. The physical state of a substance is written in parentheses after the formula. For example, mercury, solid, ibig sabihin S, solid. Kaya meron siyang open and close parentheses. Ibig sabihin, solid daw, S. L naman, ibig sabihin, liquid state.
G, gas, gaseous state. Okay.
Balancing chemical equations. To represent the quantitative relationships of reaction, the chemical equation must be balanced. Balanced equation contains the same number of each kind of atom on each side of the equation. Ibig sabihin, dapat daw parehas yung number ng ating atoms on each side ng equation. Kailangan parehas or balance. The balanced equation therefore obeys the law of conservation of mass. Ano ang law of conservation of mass? Mass is neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. The total mass of the reactant is equal to the total mass of the products. There is no simple formula for balancing equations, but we can be guided by the following pointers. Set up the equation which shows the correct formulas of all reactants and products. The diatomic elements, when they stand alone, are always written as H2, O2, N2, F2, Cl2, Br2, and I2. Ano ibig sabihin ng diatomic elements? Ibig sabihin ng diatomic elements is molecules made of two atoms of the same element. Two atoms of the same element. For example, hydrogen, dalawa daw na hydrogen na atom. Oxygen, dalawang oxygen. Start balancing elements that appear only once in each side of the equation, but equal numbers of atoms leave any elements in the pre or uncombined state until last. Balance each element one at a time by placing whole number, coefficients yung mga, for example, ayan, 2. Coefficient mo 2, no? Tapos yung nasa baba mo, tawag dyan is subscript. A coefficient multiplies every atom in the formula, that number. For example, 2H3PO4. There are 6 hydrogen atoms, 2 phosphorus atoms, and 8 oxygen atoms. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng 2H3PO4? Ang H3PO4,
2H3PO4. Ang H3PO4,
tawag dito is phosphoric acid.
phosphoric acid.
Tapos may nakalagay kang coefficient na dalawa, ibig sabihin 2 moles of phosphoric acid. Ang coefficient multiplies every atom in the formula by that number. Example nga, 2 moles of phosphoric acid, PO4. Ibig sabihin, yung coefficient mo daw nagmumultiply kung ano yung nakapaloob sa kanya. 2 times H3. Sabihin, ilan na ang hydrogen mo? 2 times 3, de 6. Hydrogen mo, 6. 2 times phosphorus mo is dalawa na. Oxygen mo, 2 times oxygen, 4. So, 4 times 2, 8. Balance polyatomic ions as a group when they appear unchanged on both sides of the equation. Use the smallest possible set of coefficients that will give the same number of atoms of the element on each side. A subscript, the number following the symbol of an element within a formula, should never be changed while balancing an equation. Changing the subscript in a formula changes the identity of the substance. For example, H2. Ano yung subscript mo dito? 2, nasa baba, below the symbol. Yun yung subscript mo. It should never be changed, no? Nakalagay dito, no? Huwag mo daw babaguhin kasi pag binago mo yan, may iba na yung equation mo or yung identity ng substance. Convert a fractional coefficient into a whole number by multiplying the entire equation by the appropriate integer, no? Pagka meron tayong mga fractional, kailangan convert natin siya sa whole number. Check that each element or polyatomic ion is balanced. Ganito kasi guys, no? Mas ma-master natin sila pagka meron tayong example. And para ma-master mo talaga, no? For example, write the balance equation for the reaction that takes place when magnesium metal is burned in air to produce magnesium oxide. Ano ang Mg? Magnesium. O2, sabihin, oxygen. 2 atoms of oxygen. MgO, magnesium oxide.
Magnesium plus 2 atoms of oxygen.
Start balancing oxygen atoms since there are 2 oxygen atoms on the left side and 1 on the right side. Place the coefficient 2 before the magnesium oxide. Ilan ang oxygen dito? Dalawa. So, ang gagawin mo dito para mag-balance yung kabilang oxygen, lagyan mo dito ng dalawa. Hindi mo pwedeng lagyan dito. Hindi mo pwedeng lagyan dito. Kasi, isa siyang product. Applicable siya as isang product. So, dalawa na yung oxygen mo. Dalawa na rin ang magnesium mo. Para mabalance yung kabila, since naging dalawa nga yung magnesium mo dito, nakasama siya sa paglalagay kay oxygen, rewrite natin. Aesthetic. Lalagyan mo ng dalawa din si magnesium dito. Tingnan natin kung balance. Ilan ang magnesium? Dalawa. Oxygen is dalawa. Sa kabila naman, sa product, ilan ang magnesium mo? Dalawa. 2 times oxygen, dalawa. No? Ganun lang. Balance na siya. Ayan, hindi pala nag-record. When butane gas undergoes complete combustion, it reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. Write the balance equation for this reaction. I-analyze muna. C4H10 butane plus oxygen to carbon dioxide, water. Si carbon mo dito, ilan? 4. Hydrogen mo, 10. Oxygen mo, 2. Sa kabila, sa product, carbon mo, isa lang. walang nakalagay eh. O2, oxygen mo, ito kasi, no? Oxygen mo, 3. O2 plus isa dito, 3. Hydrogen mo, 2. So, magka-balance pa sila? Hindi. No? Dito pa lang, no? Sa carbon pa lang, isa pala yung carbon nito. Tapos kabila, 4. All elements are unbalanced, but let us start with carbon. So, rewrite natin. C4.
H10. 2. CO2.
No? So, carbon natin, 4. Balance natin yung kabila by placing 4 here. So, 4 na yung carbon niya. Next naman natin, si hydrogen by placing 5 in front of the water. Si hydrogen natin, 10 dito, kabila, ilan? 2. So, lagyan natin siya ng 5 since yung coefficient nga, minumultiply yan. So, ilan na yung hydrogen natin? 5 times 2, de 10. 10 na yung hydrogen, 10. Yung oxygen natin, 5. Tapos, yung oxygen natin dito, 4 times 2, 8. Yung carbon, 4. When we try to balance the oxygen atoms, we find that there is no whole number that can be placed in front of oxygen to bring about a balance. The equation can be balanced if we place 6, 1.5 before oxygen. So, 6.5. So, since ang oxygen mo nga, ilan ang oxygen dito? 8 plus 5, ibig sabihin 13. So, ano ang i-place natin dito? Hindi pwedeng 7 kasi magiging ano na yun, 14. So, 6.5. Yan natin 6.5. No? 6.5. So, para makuha mo, mabalance mo, i-multiply mo yung buong equation ng 2. Para maging whole number si 6.5, kailangan natin i-multiply by 2 whole equation. So, rewrite natin. 2, multiply mo siya ng So, ayan, no? Ulitin ko nga. Hindi kasi aesthetic. So, once na na-multiply mo na yan, kakalabasan yan is 2 times 0.4, 2 H10. So, check natin kung ilan na yung carbon natin. 2 times 4, ibig sabihin 8. Yung hydrogen natin, ilan? 2 times 10, 20. Tapos, yung oxygen natin, ilan yung oxygen natin? 13 times 2, 26. Tapos, yung ating kabila, 8 times carbon natin, 8. Oxygen natin, 8 times 2, 16. Plus 10 na hydrogen, 10 times 2, sabihin 20. Yung oxygen natin, 10. 16 plus 10, 26. So, ang mas maganda dito, para shortcut method kasi yung ginawa ko, no? Para hindi ka malito, sulat mo isa-isa. Carbon, 8. Oxygen dito, 20. Oxygen dito is 26. Kabila naman. Kabila. Carbon natin, ilan? 8. Hydrogen, 20. Oxygen natin is 26. Information obtained from a balanced equation. Consider the equation. 2 moles of sodium react with chlorine gas. 1 mole of chlorine gas to produce 2 moles of sodium chloride. Ibig sabihin ng S, ibig sabihin solid state, and G, gas state. In simple terms, this equation tells us that sodium reacts with chlorine to form sodium chloride. More specifically, it says that 2 atoms of sodium react with 1 molecule of chlorine to form 2 formula units of sodium chloride. Since the relative ratio of atoms, molecules, ions, or formula units is equal to the ratio of moles of substance reacting or being produced, we can interpret the equation as for every 2 moles of sodium, every 2 moles daw ng sodium react with 1 mole of chlorine, 2 moles of sodium chloride ay nabubuo. Kahit tandaan nyo lang to, tandaan nyo to. Knowing the mass of 1 mole of each substance, we can also say that for every 45.98 grams of sodium that combine with 70.9 gram of chlorine, 116.88 gram of sodium chloride are produced. 45.98 na sodium, 70.9 gram ng chlorine, nabubuo ka ng 116.88 grams of sodium chloride. Meron tayong mga types of chemical reaction. Number 1 on the list is the combination reaction. In a combination reaction, two reactants combine to give a single product is A plus B, pag-produce ka ng AB. No? A plus B, pag-produce ka ng AB. Where A and B are either elements or compounds and AB is a compound. No? AB, compound yan. Some reactions that fall into this category are the following. For example, ito. 4 moles of aluminum plus 3 moles of oxygen, 2 moles of aluminum oxide. Meron naman tayo dito ngayon na decomposition reaction. Basically, meron ka ditong single reactant, nag-decompose or nag-broken down to give 2 or more different products. Dito nga, AB. Karoon ka ng product na A plus B. Naghiwalay lang sila. In which AB is a compound and A and B are either elements or compounds. Many compounds undergo decomposition reactions when heated. Some when passed through electric current, no? Electrolysis. Example ng mga decomposition reaction. Meron tayo ditong 2 moles of mercury oxide. Lagyan mo siya ng heat. Makakabuo ka dito ng 2 moles of mercury plus oxygen. Water and some salts are compounds that are decomposed by using electrolysis. For example, 2 moles of water, undergo mo siya ng electrolysis. Makaka-decompose ka dito ng 2 moles of hydrogen plus oxygen. Ngayon, meron naman tayo ditong displacement reaction. In a displacement reaction, one free element reacts with a compound to replace one of the elements of that compound. A different element and a different compound are formed. Most displacement reactions fit into 1 or 3 subcategories: metal displacement, hydrogen displacement, or halogen displacement. For example, ito, metal displacement. Baga, meron ka daw ditong isang free elements, no? Meron ka ditong one free element, nag-react siya sa compound. Nag-react sa compound. One free element, nag-react sa compound to replace one of the elements of that compound. Ang nangyari, naiwan si B, kinasama niya si AC. Si A, mag-isa lang, nanira siya ng relationship ni BC. Nangyayari dyan, ang product niya, si B, may iwan, si C, sasama kay A. No? So, yun ang nangyayari sa metal displacement reaction. A more reactive metal replaces a less reactive metal from its compound. Ang key term dito is yung more reactive. Yung more reactive metal, nire-replace niya yung less reactive metal. Si A, mas reactive siya kaysa sa B. Kaya si C, sumama siya kay A. Naiwan si B kasi less reactive. Ito yung mga list ng table natin, reactivity ng ating mga metal. Nakalist naman yan. The series, which lists the metals in descending order, ito yung reactivity niya. Help us predict many displacement reactions. By using this table, malaman natin yung displacement reactions nila. For example, si iron, Fe iron, CuSO4, copper sulfate. Mangyari, by using this table, ano ang mas reactive sa kanila? Si iron nasa moderately reactive. Si copper, nasa si copper? Copper, nasa unreactive metal siya. Unreactive metal, si copper. Dito siya. Kakaroon yan ng displacement reaction. Si copper, magiging solo yan. Kasi si sulfate, sasama ka siya kay iron. SO4. Kasi si iron, nasa moderately reactive siya. Si copper, unreactive metal. So, for example naman, ito naman si copper plus iron sulfate. Copper plus iron sulfate. No reaction. Bakit? Kasi si copper, nandito siya sa unreactive metals. Hindi nag-react. Pero si iron sulfate, okay na siya. Since si iron, nasa reactive metal siya. Moderately reactive metal siya. So, hindi na siya papalitan ni copper. No reaction. Meron naman tayo dito na hydrogen displacement. Sabihin, the metals, depending on their reactivity, will displace hydrogen gas from acids and water. Example, ito. All metals above hydrogen, sabihin, all metals above hydrogen, and dito si hydrogen natin, from lithium to lead, will displace hydrogen from an acid and water. Magnesium plus 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, mag-turn yan is may iwan si hydrogen kasi papalitan ni magnesium. Na-displace si hydrogen kasi bakit? Mas reactive si magnesium. Ganun lang naman. The highly reactive metals, lithium, potassium, barium, calcium, and sodium, will displace hydrogen from an acid and water at room temperature. Example, ito naman, si 2 moles of sodium plus 2 moles of water in liquid state, mag-turn yan ng may iwan si hydrogen kasi bakit? Sasama kay sodium. Slightly reactive metals kagaya ni cadmium, cobalt, nickel, tin, tsaka lead will displace hydrogen from an acid but not water. From an acid but not water. The unreactive metals such as copper, mercury, silver, platinum, and gold will not displace hydrogen gas from an acid or water. Next naman natin yung
Yung halogen displacement. For the halogens, the most reactive is fluorine, followed by chlorine, bromine, and iodine in decreasing order. As metal displacement, a more reactive halogen will displace a less reactive one from its compound. General form of the equation is A plus BC to C plus BA, in which A and C are both halogens. A will displace C from BC, providing A is a more reactive halogen than C.
C. So, ang halogen displacement natin, yung most reactive daw is fluorine. Fluorine.
Fluorine most reactive.
Most reactive. Followed by chlorine, bromine, and iodine in decreasing order. Most reactive to this reactive. Ito naman, halogen displacement. Ito yung general form natin ng equation, A plus BC, C plus BA.
So, Cl2 plus 2 NaBr plus 2 R2 plus 2 NaCl. So, check natin, no? So, since sa halogen displacement, yung A nandito, yung BC magkasama, kaya siya sa C, Br na, plus BA.
Bakit naging sodium chloride na siya? Kasi si chlorine, mas reactive siya kaysa sa bromine. Kaya ganyan ang ating reaction. Instead na kasama ni bromine si sodium, ang nangyari, si sodium kasama niya si chlorine. Kasi mas reactive si chlorine kaysa kay bromine. Alright? Alright. A double displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which two compounds exchange ions to form two new compounds. The general equation is AB plus CD turns to AD plus CB, where A means it is a positive ion, B is a negative ion, C positive ion, D is negative ion. For example, meron tayo ditong ano dito yung positive ions A or C. Tapos yung mga negative ions naman natin yung B and D. So magpo-form yan ng sasama. Ano yung AD? A, AG. Nasaan yung D? Cl. C, saan yung C? Na. Sodium. Yung B, NO3. Usually, metals are positive ions. Usually, positive ions itong mga metals. Ang mga non-metals naman, ito yung mga usually negative ions. So,
Yung A, mga positive ions. Yung B, negative ions. Yung C, positive ions. Yung D, negative ions. Yung A, positive. Yung B, negative. Yung C, positive. Yung D, negative. So, opposite charges attract.
nagpalit lang sila. Dito naman sa product, usually naman ang ginagawa natin is sinusulat natin yung mga positive ions muna. Yung A, positive ions. Kabila, positive ions. Tapos sunod pa lang natin yung mga anions. Okay?